People have a lot of different things they desire, yet many seem unable to get what they want. They attribute this to a lack of agency, a lack of talent, a lack of opportunity, bad circumstances, bad timing. But the truth may be much simpler. You always get what you want. And I acknowledge that it does not always feel this way. Most people can point to a long list of things they want, which they do not have. They want more money, a better body, a different career, more freedom, better relationships, more time, more courage. And if you tell someone that they already got what they want, they may understandably point to all of these things as evidence that you are wrong. This is where it becomes more complicated. Because while the principle may be simple, human desire rarely is. People do not want one thing. They want many things. And those things often contradict each other. They want to be rich, yet they do not want to work too much. They want to be free, yet they want relationships that require commitment. They want to be liked by everyone, yet they want to be their authentic self. They want to become excellent, yet they want to avoid the embarrassment of being a beginner. They want to leave the job they hate, yet they want the security it provides. They want to speak honestly, yet they do not want anyone to be disappointed in them. They want change, but they also want everything that change threatens. This is the conflict. A person says they want to start a business. Perhaps they do. But they may also want the certainty of their salary. They may want the approval attached to their current position. They may want evenings without responsibility. They may want to avoid finding out whether they are actually capable of doing what they imagine themselves capable of doing. All of these are desires too. Many people make the mistake of only counting the desires that sound good to want. Success, health, wealth. But when it comes to other desires, the story changes. We call the desire for security fear. We call the desire for comfort laziness. We call the desire for approval weakness. And then we wonder why our behavior does not align with what we say we want. But behavior reveals something more honest than what you say. You do not act according to the desire you speak about most beautifully. You act according to your strongest desires. This is why people spend years saying they want something without moving meaningfully toward it. They are not incapable of action. They may simply want something else more. The person who says they want to lose weight may want the pleasure of eating more. The person who says they want to leave a relationship may want the familiarity even more. The person who says they want freedom may want certainty even more. This does not mean that the stated desire is false. It just means it is not alone. There is competition taking place beneath it. And the result of that competition is your life. Conflicting desires create conflicting results. You move forward and then pull back. You commit and then sabotage. You leave and then return. You make a plan and then ignore it. From the outside, this looks irrational. From the inside, it often feels like a lack of discipline. But perhaps there is nothing irrational about it. Two parts of you simply want different things, and each gets its turn. This is why forcing yourself is so unreliable. Force does not resolve the conflict. It temporarily gives one desire power over another. You can force yourself to work late for a month. You can force yourself to diet. You can force yourself to stay in a relationship. You can force yourself to leave it. But the desire you suppressed has not disappeared. It waits. Eventually, it begins negotiating again. This is why so many people fail to change. People become obsessed with behavior before becoming honest about what they desire. They ask how to become disciplined, how to become productive, how to stop procrastinating, how to build better habits. But they rarely ask the most uncomfortable question. What do I actually want? Not what should I want? Not what would make me admirable? Not what sounds impressive when I tell other people? What do I want enough that I am already arranging my life around it? Your current life contains the answer. The hours you protect, the conversations you avoid, the risks you refuse to take, the comforts you repeatedly return to, the things you sacrifice without resentment, the things you refuse to sacrifice at all. These are not inconveniences standing between you and what you desire. These are the moments that reveal what you desire most of all. A person may insist that freedom matters most, while repeatedly choosing security. At some point, the repeated choice deserves to be taken seriously. Perhaps security matters more. A person may insist that authenticity matters most, while continually adjusting themselves to remain liked. Perhaps approval matters more. There is nothing useful in condemning this. The only useful thing is seeing it for exactly what it is. Because until you see the actual hierarchy of your desires, you will keep confusing conflict with incapability. You will keep saying that something is stopping you. You will keep looking for better tactics, more confidence, more motivation, a better system, another opportunity. But perhaps nothing is stopping you. Perhaps you're already moving toward what you want most. The uncomfortable part is that what you want most may not be what you wish you wanted most. And that distinction changes everything. You may not need more agency. You may need greater honesty. Because once a desire becomes clear enough, action often ceases to be mysterious. You do not need a productivity system to eat when you are starving. You do not need discipline to move your hand away from a flame. When the desire is sufficiently strong, movement follows. The difficulty is rarely that human beings cannot act. The difficulty is that they want several incompatible lives at once. They want the reward without the sacrifice, the freedom without the uncertainty, the truth without the consequence. And so they remain divided, not because life refuses to give them what they want, but because something in them still wants something else more. Sincerely, Milo Morrison.